So I just reached my office and I'm trying to scan the market. To be honest, it looks really shitty. If we look at Bitcoin, uh, I still believe that they will they will take those stop losses. Okay, and from there the drop will be very sharp in my opinion, because that will be a big bull trap. So I'm still having that opinion unless BTC shows some miracle and it keeps pumping. So I selected these tokens for now. APT is always in my list, always. I mean, I will long it, whatever is the case, if it goes for the highs. LDO, we were looking at it yesterday, and on a bigger time frame, this is what I see for now, unless we break down and it keeps going down. And if we go to a smaller time frame like 15 minutes, I took this long from this 4 to 5 yesterday, but that was about 70% profit, and I was expecting the last wave to keep going. I mean, I wanted it to take these highs, but instead it turned out to be something like this, and this is not violating any Elliott wave rule. So if we click top of wave 1, that's the top of wave 1, so 4 did not enter the territory. And if we measure the moves, we take the height of wave 1 approximately, right? So this is wave 1 high, and we measure wave 3. It's definitely bigger than wave 1, so wave 3 is not the shortest. Wave 1 did not, wave 2 did not retrace 100%. Wave 3 is not the shortest. Wave 4 did not enter the territory of wave 1. So all rules are met. And if this does not retrace wave 1, now this is total wave 1, right? So we are talking about this structure, something like this. So if this guy does not retrace it 100%, and we see that it starts breaking up, this will most probably be the next leg up, right? So somewhere here I will start looking for a long opportunity for LDO. I was looking at sushi and I drew some levels. So if we look at sushi, we have broken above this area, right? This area, and the next high is this that they will go for. Now the thing is how to enter it and where to enter it, because these drops are bigger drop. When you're looking at daily chart, it looks small, but it's a lot of move up and down. That's why I prefer 15 minutes entries. And if you look at daily chart, one thing you need to keep in mind is this wick, this order block. So we are nearing there, but we know that they can penetrate inside, even they can go higher. So now if we go back to 1 hour chart and we try to see, I mean, for me this doesn't give me a good look. I mean, 1 2 3, this is 1 is very large, although if we measure it, it's not bigger than wave 3 in my opinion. If we take the height of wave 1 and we measure wave 3, that wick went above, so it's bigger than wave 1. Looks smaller visually, but if you measure it, it's bigger than wave 1. And so if we say that this is 1 for sushi, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, then there is a wave up remaining. Now to cash that wave up, I have this level marked from where it got rejected also. and not sure because this was uncountable. I mean, you can't count it, right? So the best guess was this, that this was 1 2, right? This here is 1 2 3 4, not violating any Elliott wave rule. I think 4 did not enter the territory of 1. Let's go closer. If it has, we will not consider it 4. So let's mark this top of 1. So you see it barely touched it. Have to go more closer. I mean, I stick to Elliott wave rules. I don't try to violate them just because I'm trying to take an entry. Okay. So I will watch it very, very closely because this is so close. So not really, but looks like it barely touched it. I'm so much zoomed in. You see, these wicks barely touched it. I can't go in further, but this is top of 1, and you see these wicks barely touched it. Okay, so we can call it 4. I zoomed in a lot. Okay, so what I'm saying is that for this structure 1 2 3 4 5, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. So if although it's very choppy and messy, but if you force it, that's what it is. So if this is 1 and we do not retrace it 100%, that means this is 1. We do not retrace it 100% and we break up. That's where I will try to find a long entry. Why? Because of that bigger structure. Because of this. Then this is 1 2 3 4 and somewhere here is 5. Alright, so this is for sushi. So sushi is there, and Leo is there for a watch list today. Luna C has picked up a lot of volume this morning. So if we look at it on 1 hour chart, I feel like it's creating the 4th. If we look at it on daily chart, this area that is drawn in green, I mean, if you cut it here, this area was a major resistance. I mean, this area, this was kind of some order block area. It wicked, and it got rejected within this area. So I have marked this area as a major level. Now when we try to break it again, you will see again a major rejection in this area. You see this rejection, this big and quick drop, and finally they broke it, right? So now when they have broken it, we go into the structure and we see that this is 1, this is 2, 1 2 3 4 5 3, and I hope for 4 they will try to hold this area, maybe some wicks inside, but they will try to hold this area and then they will go for 5. So this 5 is what I will be trying to catch. So Luna C is there. Sol. So I tried to, because Solana, Ethereum, these large or big market cap coins, they tend to follow BTC structure a lot, and just look at this structure, this and this. Okay, let me open BTC chart beside this. Okay, so we are looking at daily chart of Luna, and let's go to daily chart of Bitcoin. So I will cut it. Or let's make it more better. Or let's keep it here. So what you see here, on the right is BTC, on the left is Solana. See this area of Bitcoin and this area of Solana. Okay, now I will remove this. See this area of Sol, this is Solana, and this area of Bitcoin. Similar, right? It's like a copy. Okay, now look at this drop of Bitcoin and this drop of Solana. Look at even the structures. Very similar, right? Now let's see what Bitcoin has done, because Bitcoin always rallies before other major altcoins, right? Now what we see here, Bitcoin has clearly crossed this area from where the sharp drop happened. For Solana, it's this area, right? Bitcoin is almost nearing this top, and for Solana this top is here. Makes sense? So that means Bitcoin is ahead of Solana. Now let's go to Solana. And what we see here, what I believe is that if Solana breaks this structure up, the first target would be this high, and that's 40 plus 40% move. And if we go into the structure, what I see here is 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 and 5, A B C, whatever shit they are doing there, I don't care. But what I will do is that if they break up in this area, I will try to look for a long entry.